Trust forms the cornerstone of any relationship, whether it's with a friend, partner, or family member. In this video, we'll delve into the 7 types of individuals in whom placing trust or respect is ill-advised. It's crucial to keenly observe whether someone exhibits certain characteristics we'll discuss. Observing and analyzing actions and comments are necessary steps. Fortunately, this analysis isn't overly complex. By assessing both a person's words and deeds, we can solidify our impression of who they are and their true essence. Therefore, we'll address each of these personas and elucidate why it's judicious to avoid investing trust in them. When someone exhibits these behaviors, it's prudent to raise suspicion and even withhold respect. Notably, withholding respect doesn't imply hurling insults or mistreating someone. Rather, it signifies refraining from considering such individuals as genuine friends or partners due to their questionable behaviors. Maintaining healthy, constructive relationships involves recognizing when it's appropriate to distance oneself from those who don't contribute to our well-being. 1. Constant critics. Recognizing individuals who are perpetually ready to critique others is essential. Whether they speak ill of someone or spread gossip, their actions speak volumes about their character. Those who incessantly discuss others, often through rumors and attempts to tarnish someone's image, likely belong to this group. It's intriguing to ponder who invests their time in criticizing and spreading hearsay about others. Such individuals are typically not engrossed in productive pursuits, such as work or tending to their own affairs. They tend to be discontent and idle, indulging in unnecessary comments about others. Hence, it's sensible to distrust, not respect, and show little consideration for such individuals. Why? Because if someone readily disparages others, they might easily do the same to you. Recognizing this behavior allows us to distance ourselves from those who may not contribute positively to our lives. 2. Everyone's friend. The second type of person seems friendly with everyone. They smile, wish the best for all, and say you can always count on them. This individual often appears popular, extroverted, and able to please everyone. I'm not saying you should judge someone based solely on these traits. However, I advise caution when trusting this personality type. The reason for wariness is that someone who smiles at all and appeases everyone frequently makes promises and claims they are always available to assist. But they may care more about their own popularity than genuine relationships. To them, you could just be another number, someone else to win over and pay attention to. These people often rely on others' attention and company, living in an illusion. Therefore, some skepticism is prudent because someone highly extroverted and well-liked can likely replace you swiftly. They float through life seeking validation through false connections. So while their sociable nature may not alone justify distrust, it's reasonable to be careful opening up to those who spread themselves thinly across countless superficial bonds. Discern if they can truly commit to supporting you when it counts. 3. Lack empathy and harmful. The third type of person lacks empathy and is more likely to deceive or hurt others. The ability to put oneself in another's shoes and understand what they feel is something these people lack, making them less trustworthy. An empathetic person would hesitate to cause others pain since they'd be able to imagine the suffering their actions could inflict. This capacity for empathy serves as a natural barrier against harmful behaviors. When someone feels comfortable hurting others, their lack of empathy generally signals that they are less reliable people. Additionally, they are very likely not to take responsibility for their actions. Unreliable people tend to be selfish and only worry about themselves, ignoring the consequences of their acts. Their inability to empathize means they don't fully grasp the impact of their behaviors on others. So their lack of empathy and remorse, paired with a selfish worldview focused exclusively on their own well-being, makes these individuals less trustworthy and potentially dangerous relationship partners or friends. 4. Fake listeners. The fourth type of person is one who pretends to listen. Have you ever encountered someone who, when you try to have a conversation, responds with a simple "I understand" or "that's true" without genuinely engaging in the discussion? This can not only be boring, but also disrespectful. The worst case is when the person responds to what you're saying, but when it's your turn to speak, they pretend to listen while getting distracted by their phone or nodding along without showing real interest in what you're saying. In a conversation, the minimum expectation is that the other person pays attention to what you are sharing. Therefore, if you are speaking with someone who does not pay attention or gets distracted by their phone in your presence, revealing they are not truly listening, it is appropriate to stop talking. There is no point in continuing to speak to a wall, and you are not obligated to waste your time with someone who does not care about what you say. Do not hesitate to interrupt the conversation, or even state that you are leaving. You should not respect someone who does not value what you share and prefers to pretend they are listening while distracted by their phone. 5. Perpetual problem bearers. The fifth type of person is one who always has problems. They live amidst drama and claim life itself is out to condemn them, with each new day bringing another difficulty. This individual constantly complains to all around them, stating they do not understand what is happening, and everything is extremely hard. It is important to exercise caution with this personality type and maintain some skepticism. If someone is perpetually embroiled in an endless series of crises, it is not merely coincidence or the universe conspiring against them. In many cases, the person actively contributes to their tumultuous situation by making poor choices and repeating mistakes without learning. They also likely struggle to regulate their own emotions. Therefore, it is advisable to preserve some wariness towards this sort of person. If you sympathize with their sad tale of woe, you may want to help, only for their issues to easily become your own. Recognize that someone who appears to collect obstacles and drama usually has a core challenge in their life: themselves. You surely do not want that difficulty to become yours. So proceed alertly when dealing with this individual, no matter how unfortunate their circumstances may seem. 6. Consistent irritants. The sixth type of person is one who irritates you constantly when they are near. Dealing with someone who frays your nerves, even when you are already going through a complicated period in life, is understandable. However, it is different when you become irritated in the presence of a specific person persistently, even when you are in a calm state. This occurs because if that individual can annoy you persistently, they are likely provoking you subtly. They plant confusing ideas and skillfully feed your doubts, all in a subtle, gradual way in small doses, so you do not fully realize the emotional and psychological game occurring. Believe me, some people act this way purely for pleasure, taking advantage of their ability to incite others. Therefore, it is important to be attuned to these tricky games and ploys full of nuance. If someone can irritate you continually, it is because they are pricking you with gestures and words in a way you may not completely grasp. Be aware of these complex dynamics and prepare to handle them consciously. Do not allow them to string you along without realizing their subtle provocations. Maintain composure in the face of their irritating influence, so as not to satisfy their desire to distress you. 7. Two-faced individuals. The seventh type of person is one with two faces, and you've likely dealt with someone like this before. These people seem to show appreciation for you, but behind the scenes, spread damaging rumors about not only you but others as well. So do not be shocked when others start to talk about you. These individuals can quickly toggle between friendly smiles and conversations, only to later speak poorly of you in private. When you begin to notice this two-faced behavior, it is highly advisable to consider ending the relationship as early as possible. Acting with authenticity and integrity is fundamental in any bond, and being surrounded by duplicitous people can be toxic and detrimental. Therefore, safeguarding your own peace and well-being should be the priority. If you detect such facades, walking away may be the healthiest decision. Sincerity breeds trust, while insincerity destroys it. Do not let someone simultaneously lift you up to your face and tear you down behind your back. Your time and energy are precious, so be thoughtful about who receives them. Not everyone presenting a charming smile truly has your best interests at heart. Discern true intentions to determine who deserves your vulnerability and care. I hope this message has been helpful to you. I invite you to click on the next video to continue on your Stoic journey. If you enjoyed this, I would appreciate a like, and if you subscribe. After all, it means a lot and costs nothing. Thank you very much for your attention. Until next time.